Hello, Mr. Campbell. I'm Amy, one of the diabetes educators. How are you doing today?
Hi, Amy. I go by Tom. I don't really know why I'm here. Like I told my doctor, I feel fine.
Well, that's good. What concerns do you have about your diabetes?
Nothing really. My diabetes is mild. I only have the type 2 kind, you know. I'm still pretty young, and I just got married again. Things are okay with my antique business, but look, I'm a one-man shop, and it's my only income, so it has to be my top priority.
Okay. How concerned are you about long-term complications?
I feel fine, so I don't take my diabetes and blood pressure medicine. I mean, why waste the money? I have heard that diabetes can cause, problems in the bedroom, and that could hurt my marriage, but I'll worry about that when it happens. And I know it can cause heart problems, but I'll take those blood pressure pills down the road if I need them. Now, the doctor mentioned that my A1C was high. It's 10. But I don't feel bad, so I'll worry about my diabetes later.
Thanks for sharing that with me, Tom. If I'm hearing you right, you feel fine, so you don't take your diabetes or blood pressure medicine. But on the other hand, your doctor has told you that an A1C of 10 is high. And you're concerned that uncontrolled diabetes can cause problems that could impact your marriage, and that it can also cause heart disease, which I guess could hurt your business since you're a one-man shop. Do I have that about right?
Yeah, but when you say it that way, it sounds like it's serious or something. I'm sure if my diabetes was bad, I'd feel bad, don't you think?
Let me ask you this, Tom. Let's say that your antique inventory is in the back of your store, but your cash register is in the front.
That's the way it is in my store.
If a fire starts in the back of the store, but from where you are, you can't see the fire or smell the smoke, would you think that there's nothing to worry about?
Of course not. I mean, that inventory is my livelihood. Some of those antiques are irreplaceable.
Well, Tom, your diabetes is a lot like that. An A1C of 10 means that there's a diabetes fire burning inside of you, potentially causing damage, even if you can't feel it yet. And just like it's hard to replace antiques, some of the damage from that diabetes fire may not be fixable down the road.
Man, I never thought of it like that. Bad stuff could be happening without me feeling it.
I'm not trying to scare you, Tom, but perhaps your diabetes is something to look at more urgently. To find out, would you be willing to look at your blood sugar numbers for just 3 days?
Okay, for 3 days. And then maybe I can prove to everyone that I'm fine.
Okay. This is the Accucheck 360 View tool. It'll give us a quick snapshot of your blood sugar pattern over 3 days. The target blood sugar range, where we want your numbers to be, is this yellow section. Your A1C of 10 correlates to a blood sugar average of 240, which is up here in the red zone. When your blood sugars stay in this red zone, you're at risk for running into problems, including the sexual dysfunction you mentioned. To use this tool, you'll check your blood sugar before and 2 hours after every meal and at bedtime. Write your blood sugar number and the time you checked. Any questions?
Well, it looks easy enough, but I'm glad it's only for 3 days.
I understand. The tool will help us see if you're in a safe range with your blood sugar. At our next meeting, can we talk about your results?
Yeah, we'll see what it says. When should I start?
This vignette illustrates a good way to address what is a very difficult issue. The person who comes to see you and thinks that diabetes really isn't that big of a deal, so why bother getting involved in good diabetes self-management? We've seen how Amy addresses that by tackling this head-on and helping Tom to see that even if he feels okay, there may be bad things happening right now. And using the analogy of a fire burning, even if you don't smell smoke, is an effective way to get Tom to begin to think about this a little differently. She's also encouraged him to take a good look at the Accucheck 360 View tool and to complete it for 3 days as a way to really see how his blood sugars might not be in a safe place at all. Overall, it's a way to encourage Tom to consider that diabetes needs to be looked at as a more urgent disease, not to be put off to some future time, but that needs attention now. It's a way to try to take a disease like diabetes that seems relatively invisible and making it not scarier, but a little more visible, a little more real right now.